So Charles, when we got this truck at the end of 2024, it had a problem, didn't it? What was the problem on our drive home from Los Angeles?
It started smoking.
Oh, yes, it did start smoking. It has multiple problems. What is the other problem?
Was the belt.
What happened to the belt?
It started shaking off. Since it was shaking off, it got cut by the wheel a little bit and torn.
Yep. This thing is shredding belts. Here we have about maybe a month and a half of belts. How many belts do you think I've put on this truck since we've had it?
3.
Try 5. 5 belts. We had it looked at when we finally got it to Denver. The mechanic didn't find any issue with the belts, but I do believe I've found the issue. So I'm going to have my son Charles here use the serpentine tool to show us what's happening. Go ahead and rock it a little bit. This here is the serpentine belt idler pulley and tensioner assembly. And as you can see, when he rocks it, this twists just a little bit. Now that twisting is acting here on our power steering pump to torque this out of line and cause it to run up against the edge of this. These 2 pulleys are the closest together pulleys of anywhere in the truck. And I have noticed it riding up on the edge of this pulley. This is the offending party. The problem is this tensioner assembly, meaning it has to go.
In order to replace this, we're gonna need serpentine belt tool. Oh, hold on a sec. I can't find it. A torque wrench. Ratcheting wrench. And of course the replacement part itself.
Charles, the first step is you're gonna put our serpentine tool right on there. Now go ahead and give it some pressure, Charlie. Keep holding. 3, 2, 1. Is we're gonna let this belt just sit slack there. This makes it easier to reattach. Next, we're gonna use 3/4 inch ratchet on this bolt. And it takes, it's supposed to be on there with 45 foot-pounds. Are we off? There. So here we go. Charlie, recover that bolt. We need that to reattach the next part. Now let's compare these 2 parts. This is the Gates / Napa replacement part. And I don't know how well it's gonna show up, but it has a bit of a hump on it. Think of it like how a railroad track works. Railroad wheels are not perfectly flat, and it helps them track towards the center of the track if they get off track. Well, for that same reason, you don't want a perfectly flat idler pulley. And here we do have what appears to be a perfectly flat idler pulley on the factory assembly and this Gates replacement part, which they advertise as being better than stock. Sure looks it. So let's get it attached, Charles.
Let's get it attached.
That little nub has to go into
that little spot right there. Let's put it in.
that little hole.
What?
That is for alignment, and the bolt has to go in first. Okay, here. We can use our hands, our finger tighten this to some extent. All right, Charles, will you get the ratchet? All right, the audio cut out here because my camera ran out of storage, but here Charlie is installing the bolt. We're going to try to tighten it down to 45 foot-pounds. Not going to be really easy with that 9-inch wrench. So here we have our torque wrench set to 45. Turns out being 8 years old is not an easy age to use a torque wrench, so I had to help a little there. No problem, it's in. Now he's using the tensioner tool to lift that for me, and I'm going to install the belt. And there we have it, it's on.
Yay, we fixed it.
All right, we fixed it. The final proof is in the pudding. We got to start this car up. You ready to do it?
Yeah.
Well, not all of the problems are resolved. This AC compressor pulley, you might have noticed, is already off. Let's show them the sound it makes when we spin it. Oh, that's a bad sound. Oh, look how much that sounds. Okay.
Okay, just lying.
You did catch me there, but in all honesty, did it feel a little gritty when you spun it?
Yeah.
It's not supposed to feel gritty when you spin a pulley. So we're going to replace this, repair this, and hopefully that should improve the tension. I think that... Yeah, this will be in the same video. So that's all for today. We just did a short little job. Took us about twice as long to film it as to do it, but hey, it was fun.
Out of here.